by. Today we're going to do just a real quick walkthrough on getting your image into Cricut Design Space and how to do that for a JPEG and as well as a SVG file. So we're going to start with the JPEG. The best way to find these just for free is to do a quick Google search. I searched for Hello Kitty face outline. You want to make sure it's a JPEG file, not something that's like a short video file like a GIF or something. So I went ahead and added that into my search. I picked an image that's got some really good bold edges. We want to make sure this is going to be easy to cut out, easy to weed, and isn't going to cause too many problems. We want to make sure that there are no color fills. You also want to make sure that the lines are solid and not too complex. So this is a good one right here. I'm just going to right click it, save image as, and save it to our desktop. Then we're going to go over to Cricut Design Space, which is design.cricut.com. Click on New Project, click on Upload, and Upload Image. We're going to browse our computer for the file that we just saved to it. Now this is where we're going to select the type of lines that we want Cricut to pick up on. If you've got a simple image, which is what we want to do for this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and click on Simple. If you're pulling something that's a little bit more complex, we can look to these two, but that will be for another tutorial. So we're going to go ahead and click on Continue. Now what we have to do once we have this image is get rid of that background because we don't want that on our design. So we're going to click over here on the Select and Erase tool and just click anywhere you see that gray background. And once you're satisfied with how it looks and all the background has been removed, we're going to go ahead and click on Continue. And today we're going to go ahead and save it as a cut image. If you're doing something a little bit more complex, or if you want something on printable vinyl, or if you want to print an image out on cardstock and then have Cricut cut it out, then you'll save it as a print then cut image, but we'll save that for another tutorial. So today, save as a cut image. We're going to go ahead and select our image down here and insert the image into our project. Now, these are going to be scalable. I do recommend if it's your first project, starting out with something that's a little bit bigger, it's going to be easier to weed, easier to cut out, just easier in general. So we'll go ahead and put this up here. 6 inches is plenty big. I do recommend always leaving a bit of a gutter around your image. So right here and right here, we want to make sure that we've got about 1/4 of an inch there. Also, if you're using a remnant and not a larger piece of vinyl or cardstock, you want to give yourself at least an inch when you're cutting this around. So when you go to mount it to your mat, you want to make sure you're cutting out a size of vinyl that's at least 8 inches by 5 inches. So once we've got this resized to where we want it to be, we want to make sure it's cut. It's all one color, so we're not cutting multiple pieces of vinyl. And we're going to click on Make It. So here you're going to see a preview of the image on your mat. So again, I would say about a 7 by 5 piece of vinyl should be plenty fine for this. You'll want to go ahead and stick down your vinyl and you'll click Continue from that point and insert your mat into your Cricut machine, and then you're going to click Continue and go. We'll go ahead and show pictures of that on my blog if you want to see details on how to actually cut it out and what it's going to look like while it's cutting and after it's finished. So that's it for a JPEG file. We'll do next a SVG file, which is the native file format. Just stands for Scalable Vector Graphic, which is basically just fancy speak for a resizable image that's not going to lose its sharp edges when it's resized, made smaller or bigger. So we're going to go back to our main page again and click on New Project and Upload and Upload Image. Browse our computer. I'm going to quick grab one that I've already designed. Real simple one. Now, if you like this design, you can find it in my Etsy shop. Otherwise, you can find these files often for free on the internet during a quick Google search. So just Google whatever you're looking for with SVG and free. Most of these items are free so long as it's for personal use and not for commercial use, so long as you're not selling them. So once we have our image, we're going to save it. And this basically cuts out the step of having to delete out the background. So we're going to click on our image, insert, and we have it here. We can go ahead and resize. Now I've got both of these options for if somebody wants to purchase this, they've got the filled option or the outline, but today we're just going to do one of them. So we don't need this filled in option. We're going to go ahead and click on it and delete, and we'll have just this outline of the diamond left. Click on make it. Again, we'll see it here. So I would suggest 6 inches by probably 5 inches would be plenty, again with the gutter around it. And if you want to see, again, those images of cutting it out, how to insert your mat, go ahead and go to my blog. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.